video, you are going to see something that you are not allowed to see. No filming allowed. And that is, of course, inside one of Nio's top secret testing facility. Yeah, there's footage of that. And, well, they released what you can see. So not many people have seen it. So it's pretty good video. So definitely stay tuned for the very end. But first of all, of course, Nio CEO has posted on Weibo, which is Twitter of China, that the ES8 is ready to go. They pumped out a lot of these cars, pre-produced these cars in anticipation for Nio Day in just 5 days time. And of course, you know the drill. It's going to be, they launch the price and then deliveries start right that evening. All right. And then also the next day as well. So they produced a lot of vehicles, just like the Volvo L90, pre-produced a lot of vehicles. Not like super duper a lot of vehicles. You can see in these videos, it's still quite a lot. All right. So people will be able to get their cars on basically launch day, which is very nice. And of course, this is very good momentum going forward. We do know that production is a key topic, a key thing, a very important thing. It's all about execution. Volvo L90 ramp up in October, can reach 15,000 deliveries production. All right, 15,000 production in October, and then ES8 will target 15,000 production in December. So hopefully they can achieve that beforehand, but hopefully, you know, they can fulfill all those demand, all those orders before the end of this year. All right, so that's going to be very nice. But the ES8 is ready to go. They're also doing so many test drives all over the world, all over the country, and the test drives are fully booked. But I will try to get one for you guys when I can. All right, so let's check out the exclusive test facility footage. This is pretty nice, pretty interesting, something to sort of be curious about. All right, let's check it out.
Please don't hesitate to like, subscribe, forward, tips, support, Spiegel and dot columns. Hello, welcome to the new edition of the Lab BOGO. Have you seen that the environment I'm sitting in now is quite real? In fact, this is certainly not a real car. This is the 114B designed by our Experimental Center Design and Processing team. Everyone knows that new energy vehicles are in the process of new car research and development. At first, it was all the membrane in the computer, and these data can only be seen and not touched. So we need to touch the steering wheel and feel the seat. In this way, the feeling of space is more intuitive. In fact, we NIO Design and Machining Center team. Not only can we produce precise auto parts during the R&D testing phase, the necessary equipment and benches can also be requested. We also have an old friend of ours today, Sun Gong, an engineer who designed the machining center. Hello everyone, in addition to being able to do some 3D printed or machined parts, our team can do it. We also mainly do some tooling bench equipment in the R&D and testing stage. So today I will tell you what we have done. And then what's their purpose? Then this 14B, it is used by us in the R&D testing phase. When the car was not yet mass produced, we need something that people can feel. What is this environment like? The 14B in front of us, it is a bench for human machine experience. We call this kind of thing Buck Sun Gong. What is this equipment used for? This equipment, it is called chassis durable equipment, not fair private discussion. It is used to test the durability of some components of our chassis. The principle of that is through some mechanical movement. It can simulate our test drive in the process of driving. Some special sections of the road are encountered. For example, this kind of bumpy bump. For example, this extreme large angle turn. We simulate these things. Do such exercises in a cyclical manner, at least 1 million times. This device has now run 1 million times. That was done through such a 14B experiment to guarantee the quality and safety of our chassis parts. This whole device, it can operate in these cold temperatures. It can also be used for high-low temp tests in our chamber, our electric cylinders, and other components. They all work fine, no problem. Here we see many simulation test benches, also made by our design center. These are mainly for software testing. We're responsible for the hardware part. The hardware is actually quite simple. It's a frame simulating a car's structure, showing this to let everyone know we can make these frame structures too. We've also made line cars before. We've made various car-related test benches besides car-related test equipment. We've made non-standard items for other industries like VGA cars, production line, transport equipment, assembly equipment, robot tightening devices, and fluid adhesive application equipment, these highly customized non-standard devices. Our team handles everything from requirements to delivery, all the way to shipping, delivering the product to the user. We offer one-stop service for all of this. All right, our design and processing center team, from precision machining of small parts to making these test benches, we have the expertise and experience. One-stop service gives clients peace of mind.
No wind and rain, no visible obstacles. Welcome to the indoor running theme of the new Inner Edge car, the whole vehicle wheel hub laboratory. Let's go. Today, we also invited our old friend Jugong. Jugong, what is our whole vehicle turning laboratory? The vehicle turns tool laboratory actually consists of two main parts. One is the car that we see, the other is our four-wheel drive boomer. Then, like our car to bombardment, it can be simulated like the high temperature that drops in the direction of entry and exit. Then there are low temperatures like the Moa River, and then we can turn it around to simulate the various drags of a car when driving on the road. For example, rolling resistance and wind resistance. I see that the speed changes on this dashboard are really regular. Is this the performance of CLTC working conditions? Yes, CLTC working conditions are actually a preset difference between speed and time, run down according to this working condition. Some battery life data at room temperature is required by the national standard, one of the main bases on which we evaluate the energy consumption and range performance of a car. The battery life data looks like real running data. Yes, do you see the various sensors installed in our cars? They are the monitors we use when we go to the hospital to see a doctor. It can accurately record the voltage and current of different electrical appliances on the car. You can find the big electricity consumers inside. This allows us to adjust our control strategy, optimize the performance of our vehicle's energy consumption. Hey, Joe Guan, in addition to energy consumption and battery life, what other tests can we do in this vehicle's specialized laboratory? Speaking of which, we have to talk about the experiment of the air conditioning performance of our whole vehicle. For example, in our laboratory, we can also do some experiments on the performance of air conditioners. For example, the car after summer sun exposure. After getting in the car, you need air conditioning to cool down. There's also a winter morning when you get up. What we need is that there will be a layer of frost or fog on the car. It needs to be removed, as well as during our winter driving process, the vehicle's some heating. Let these users actually use some of these scenarios. We all do the tests in the lab. How should we operate the cooling test just mentioned? Like our vehicle air conditioning cooling experiment, we generally put the car under the temperature that simulates the high temperature in summer and keep entering the car. And then at the same time, we turn on the sunlight simulation system above to simulate summer sun exposure. When the vehicle reaches our target temperature, we will get in and bring the vehicle's air conditioning system to the approximate air temperature. We require the vehicle to reach the target temperature within a specified time to pass this test. So, do you understand why the Vehicle Hub Laboratory is so important for new energy vehicle testing? Here we can experience the test of 4 seasons in one day and repeatedly verify various fault scenarios. Here we can make this safe and efficient completion of new energy vehicles the last step for scholars delivered to the user's hands with confidence.
As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.